Back on the Anglers Extra pregame show, Jake Eisenberg now joined by the skipper, John Schiffer, for our 11th manager show of the season. Skip, when you look...
I like the people.
You like Skipper? You like Skipper?
That's cool. I like Schiff too. I mean, Skip's pretty cool. It's because it's only on the ocean or in baseball. You don't hear them call a football coach Skipper or call a basketball coach Skipper. I like it.
I'm a fan of Skipper too. That's why I've gone with it. The Skipper Schiffer. It's got a nice.
No.
All right, we'll shut that down. Anyway, looking at today's game against the YD Red Sox, the last time that you faced Scott Pickler's squad, things didn't turn out so well.
That was a very ugly baseball game. It just had ugly written all over it, and hopefully, we obviously it looked like we figured some things out the next night because we played very well against Wareham. We put everything together. The pitching staff struck out 15 guys, didn't walk a batter, which is astounding. Not for them, just any game. And the defense was solid, and we got clutch hits, we got big hits, we got good hits, we sacrificed bunted, we played baseball.
After the game against YD and before the game against Wareham, did you say anything specific to the team?
I kind of gave it to him a little bit the night before. I just said that was unacceptable. That's terrible. It's really, are you guys sure you want to be here? Because it looked like half of you were asleep. So I just said that's unacceptable baseball. You can't do that. This league's too good. You embarrassed the league a little bit by playing like that because you just can't do some of the things we did and even remotely think you're going to win a game. It's going to happen, but that was bad. I mean, there was just there's everything. Just the dugout was that was awful, just terrible. So good, and I just hope we don't do it today.
Well, it seems like they got the message after yesterday's
win. I don't know. I mean, kids today, they're going to do what they're going to do, and I don't mean it in a rude way. They're just going to do what they're going to do. And the fire and brimstone speeches, I don't know. I think that's a way. Yeah, I think that's passe now. I just don't think kids respond to that stuff anymore. Managers, throwing bases around and kicking dirt on umpires. The kids are like, kind of look at you weird. We're a generation before. They might have thought, let's go, go get them, coach. Well, we got your back. These kids are a tad more sophisticated, and they're kind of going, okay, coach. All right, we got it. So that's my opinion. I don't know if I'm right or wrong. I think the speeches that get kids are the individual speeches where you sit down and you put it right on the table to somebody going, hey, you're not playing really well, and here's a few reasons why I think you're not playing well, and here's some things you better start doing or you're not going to play. That usually gets their attention instead of fire and brimstone and yelling and screaming and spitting. And some kids today just turn that off. They just, it's all changed. It's all I think motivation by intimidation is gone. I really think it's gone. Especially in baseball, you might still get away with it in football. Because football is a violent sport. You have to be violent and nasty. There's a mental nasty to baseball versus a physical nasty. So, and again, that's me. And people are going to be listening to this going, there he goes again. Jesus, won't he shut up?
You mentioned the 15 strikeouts and no walks in yesterday's game. You had the Northeast Conference Pitcher of the Year start the game, and then you came in with the WAC Pitcher of the Year in Nick Maservi. What does it mean to you to have that those arms in your arsenal?
Well, that's why you recruit arms for this league. That's what you want. You want arms. It's a pitcher-dominated league. It always has been, and we're going to try to find the very best pitchers available. And I just thank God the coaches trust their pitchers with us. And we threw some pretty good guys out there. That was a scout told me after the game. He said. You had one guy at 95, one guy at 93, and two guys at 92. That's pretty good. That's pretty good stuff. That's why we struck out 15 guys. And they all had really good secondary stuff, too. It was impressive.
So turning our attention to today, the season series is split between the YD Red Sox and the Chatham Anglers. One win for you guys on the road here, one win for them at Veterans Field. What's it going to take today to avoid what happened a couple days ago?
It's mentally ready. I mean, that was the thing. That was mental. A lot of those things were just mental. They were not mentally prepared. A lot of the guys. It's unfair to say every one of those guys was not ready, but enough of them were not ready to play, and that's a mental thing. And we were getting towards the end of a long stretch. That was the 8th game of 9 in a row. Is that an excuse? I don't want to give it to them, but maybe it is. They haven't played that many games, if they've played that many games in a row since last summer. They're not going to do that in their college season. So maybe they were mentally tired because of the grind. Maybe. Let's hope that they learn from that and they move on.
The last off day, last Saturday, the rain out that was supposed to be a game against Bourne. Coaches played Monopoly yesterday, an off day. Was there anything fun happening?
I don't know what those guys did during the day. We went to Pate's restaurant last night. That's usually what we try to do on a day off, is to take care of the guys. So we went to Pate's last night. And Bob Gardner, I know you don't listen to this, but you people out there, that is the best beef on Cape Cod as far as I'm concerned. And Bob and his entire staff, Kevin Duggan, George Snyder, Dave Miller, the guys up front, they just took care of us last night. It was really, really nice evening. It's always a nice evening there. So this is a free advertisement for Pate's Restaurant. It's a good spot. We enjoyed it, and we had a good friend of mine, Jim Schwanke, was there with us, and he was telling us some great stories. So it was a good evening.
The A's take on the Whitey Red Sox for the third time this season this evening. Evan, sounds like we're going to have to check out Pate's Restaurant. Schiff, thanks always for your time.
Ask for the coach's cut of prime rib.
Sounds good. All right, Evan, back to you.